Hey everyone, Luke here, and today I'm going to talk about a very important supplement that's given to everyone on a nutritional balancing program, and that is TMG, which is also known as Trimethylglycine. Okay, now this has only been part of nutritional balancing for 1 to 2 years, and we've just now really gotten the dosages down in the last probably 6 months, I would say. I've seen the dosages really get refined. And yeah, it's very exciting because they're a very good addition. We don't add things to nutritional balancing programs very often. Especially when it comes to supplements. It's very hard to do better than Dr. X supplement recommendations. And we don't like to add extra things in general because they take away from the effectiveness of the program, okay? We only give a certain number of supplements and specific ones at certain times because they work synergistically together, okay? So that's very important to realize. If you just start throwing in random supplements, the body gets all confused, okay? So you have to be trying to achieve certain things. You have to be trying to shift the biochemistry at that time in a certain direction, and only certain supplements will do that, okay? Only certain vitamins and minerals and B vitamins and specific ratios will accomplish that, and if you give other things at the same time, it's not going to propel the body in the direction that we want, okay? Also, adding more supplements is yin, which is not desirable today, and most supplements in general are yin. And so, but TMG seems to be an exception, okay? We've added it to all programs because they help people tremendously. And now let's talk about why we've added them, what we've noticed, and why they help so much, okay? So like I said, TMG stands for trimethylglycine, okay? And this is very important. So that's 3 methyl groups, and methylation is very important for the liver detoxification pathway, okay? So liver actually uses a methylation process. It's called, I think, the P450 liver detox pathway. But anyways, so what happens is there's a lot of toxins in your body, right? And your liver is the main detoxifier of the body, right? It's kind of like the filter that filters all the blood. And so it's responsible for removing a lot of the chemicals, heavy metals and stuff. And so some chemicals and minerals, like heavy metals, like nickel and lead and other things like that, are hard to remove, and so the body uses methylation for certain things, okay? So for example, certain chemicals might be only fat soluble, and so methylation, the liver will use methylation to attach a methyl group to the toxin, which makes it more water soluble and actually helps the liver detoxify it more properly, okay? And as we know, liver detoxification is one of the most important things on a nutritional balancing program. It's one of the most important things in all aspects of health today. If you can get the liver healthy, the body is going to be much, much healthier, okay? Because all the livers are toxic and they're very overburdened, and we need to help them. We need to help our livers any way they can, okay? And getting enough TMG is basically impossible from the diet, okay? Things that are good sources are things like broccoli and beets, so you can always eat more things like that. More cooked vegetables in general will provide more methyl groups. But just like the supplements we use, you really need a concerted effort, and you need to give your body as much as it needs at that time. And the bodies are so toxic, they really need all the help they can get, okay? So we use generally about 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of TMG a day. And that's, of course, divided over the course of 3 meals. Some people need more, some people need less. Children need less, obviously. Some people we give all the way up to 3,000 milligrams a day because it helps tremendously. So that's a little bit about it. Like I said, it's very important for methylation, which is a detoxification pathway in the liver, which is very important. It also has numerous effects, different benefits of the body. Okay, so trimethylglycine, it breaks down into glycine and dimethylglycine instead of tri. Dimethylglycine, they've done numerous studies on it. It helps people with autistic disorders, it helps sleep, it helps lower triglycerides in the blood, which is cholesterol. It's parasympathetic, so it helps people sleep, it helps depression, it helps shrink tumor cells, it helps the immune response, it has antiviral properties. So dimethylglycine is truly amazing, and like I said, it's a component of the trimethylglycine, because when you take the trimethylglycine, and the body gets broken down, okay, so into dimethylglycine and glycine, okay. So glycine is also very good for the body, which is another component of the trimethylglycine. Glycine is, I think it's the smallest amino acid actually that is utilized by the body, and it has numerous effects as well. A lot of anti-inflammatory effects, and it's also very parasympathetic. So it helps. We notice that TMG actually helps people sleep. Okay, and so that's very important. You'll notice that a lot of the supplements we use, almost actually all the supplements we use, are tended to have a parasympathetic effect because basically everyone is overusing their sympathetic nervous system, and if we can use supplements to help calm that nervous system and help activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which has to do with rest, digestion, and detoxifying metals and chemicals, we want to do that, okay? So TMG is another one of those supplements that helps people rest, sleep, and helps everything detoxify and helps the body rest more. Okay, so those are the main things. But the most important one is methylation of the liver. Okay, so like I said, everyone's liver needs help. That's why we do the coffee enemas. That's why it's part of the reason why the sauna is so helpful. GB3 is so helpful. The diet. All these things work synergistically to help your liver and your whole body in general. Okay, and especially your liver. And so if you're interested in taking TMG, I would recommend, probably for a person that's not on a program, just take about 1,000 milligrams a day. You can either take one 500 milligram dose 2 times or just 1,000 milligrams once a day. But everyone on a program gets basically up to 2,000, 1 to 2,000. Most people get 2,000 milligrams. And they need it for several years. And it really helps. I've noticed when I started taking it, energy increased, definitely. I wasn't getting as many toxic feelings. For example, when I woke up in the morning, sometimes I would get like a toxic feeling when I was eliminating copper and things like that. Definitely noticed that less. Like I said, better energy level. And I think it probably helped my sleep a little bit. I'm not too sure. I've never really had that much of a trouble sleeping, but I think it helped a little. And so that's a little bit about TMG. You can look it up online and maybe explore a little bit. The brand I like, there are numerous good brands. I like the Now brand. Now's a good brand. I use Now. They also have a pretty good digestive enzyme, I've heard. I think Now Foods is generally a pretty good brand. It's super cheap. You can get it on Amazon. I think this was like $5, maybe like $7. And you can buy it in bulk, so you save on shipping. And it's worth it, it's because it's super cheap. It helps tremendously. It doesn't affect the program in a bad way. It actually works synergistically with the rest of the program, we've noticed, and we've become huge fans of it. And it's it's not, like I said, it's not too often we add things to the programs, but when we do, there's a reason, and there's definitely a reason why we've added these. So I hope that helps you guys out, and I'll talk to you guys later.